All right, welcome to part 3 of my step-by-step guide of how to create an AI agent that allows you to do public sentiment analysis and technical analysis on any stock you want without using any code. Make sure to check out my previous videos on this topic to get caught up and follow this page to see the rest of the guide. So here we are in part 3. So we're actually going to download the chart of that stock we got in part 2. We're going to analyze it and then we're going to hook it up to our Grader AI agent. So to do that, hit the plus button here. You're going to search for HTTP requests. And all we're going to do is we're going to drag in this URL over here. And that's going to allow it to go to that URL and download the image, right? So test the step. You'll see it over here on the right-hand side. And if I go to view image, I can actually view the image. And now what we want to do is give that image to AI so we can do some analysis. So hit the plus button again, and we're going to search for OpenAI. Click the first one, go to Analyze Image. So resource will be image, analyze image. Model, we're just going to do 4.0. For the input type, you're going to do binary file. You're going to set that to data. And then inside this text input, this is where you're going to put the system prompt for how you want the image to actually be analyzed. So I have a whole prompt here that I got from ChatGPT. You can get something similar. Just go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I'm looking for a system prompt for an AI agent that analyzes, charts for technical analysis, right? And then it'll spit something out for you. And this is where you put it. And so once you do that, just do test step. And then here you'll see all the information it gave us regarding the stock, all the analysis it did. And so now we need a way to feed that back to the main AI agent we created in part 1. So we're going to go to plus, we're going to go to edit fields, and we're going to call this response. We want to send back this content, right? So map that in. That was all the analysis. And then we also want to send back the actual image. And so for that, just go to HTTP request 1, and you're going to put the URL inside of there. And so now we have that whole workflow set up. Now we want this agent to be able to call on that workflow and grab the information. So just hit the tool up here on this one, and you're going to go do call N8N workflow. We're going to rename this to stock tool. We'll say call this tool when you want to do technical analysis on a stock. And then from workflow, you're going to do by ID. So for the ID, if you come up here to the URL, in your browser, you'll see this stuff like n8n.cloud workflow /, and then after the workflow / is a whole string. That's the workflow ID. You're going to copy that. You're going to paste that into the workflow, and then you go back. And so now you can actually call on that tool to do the analysis and have it come back to an agent that you can actually chat. So that's it for phase 3 of building this agent. In phase 4, we're actually going to go in and do the sentiment analysis by scraping the web.